You know, I saw this thing online and it said if you don't have to change your routine much during the quarantine, then you have been living in quarantine. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be showing you just some of what my week has looked like since the whole quarantine thing. There are definitely some things, a lot of things that have not changed, but there are definitely some things that have changed, and this will just be a little look at what I've been up to and what I've been trying to do. A lot of productive things have happened. I know that this is a scary time for everyone and it is definitely a time to be careful, but I mean, really, this is a great opportunity to learn all kinds of things. Anyway, let's get started with the video, shall we? Sass at me. Hey, you're the one who got yourself into this. You're not going to be able to reach it like that, you know. Back up. Looney bin. Buddy! Come on! Buddy! Ignoring me on purpose. Come on! Yeah, I got yours too. Come on. See if he'll start eating Rio's first or come actually and get his. Oh, he's gonna come get his. There you go. Take a big old bite and then drop half before you put it on the ground. Okay, there's a new paint in the field with them, and he's a little bit wild. So as you can see here, Buddy has a couple scrapes under this, but most of this is just hair that was ripped off. With horses, that's what happens a lot of times. They rip the hair right off. And there's just a couple of spots where it actually broke skin, but not bad. So the pink stuff around it is actually medicine that I put on it yesterday. because you can't really put, like, it's really hard to put a bandage like around here and attach it to hair. So this is like a liquid bandage that dries. So it did really well keeping everything. It's antiseptic and antifungal and all that, so it protected his skin really well. He's not as sensitive to me touching it today, so it's obviously feeling better. Yesterday he was a little weird about it. first thing I do when I get done at the barn, even though there's really nobody here, get my wet wipes. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe down my wet wipes because I touched them. I'm going to stick them back where they go. And then I'm going to wash my hands. Somebody's coming up the road. I'm just going to pretend I don't know any better. And then I'm going to wipe the handle. And then I'm going to wipe off you guys because I did touch you. There, and everything I touched is now uncontaminated. So one nice thing about my barn is that it's really quarantine safe because you never see boarders up there at all. I mean, most boarders will just be there like once a week, or once every other week, or once a month. Like some, I have been there for 3 months. And there is one boarder that I have just for the first time ever seen, like, last week. So, and they've been there for a really long time. So, I mean, really the thing is that I don't come in contact with a lot of people, and then I try to avoid touching my face as much as I can consciously do. And then when I get in my car, I always wipe down everything. That's just how it works. I wipe down everything that I've touched. I wipe down my hands. I try not to get in and start the car and all that before I start wiping down everything. I try to just open the door, grab a wipe, and then wipe down the wipe thing, wipe down my hands, wipe down whatever I've touched to get in the car, which is usually not much. So one thing with this whole quarantine thing that I've noticed, really the only place that I go is the barn. Whenever I leave, I don't go anywhere else. It's home or barn because luckily I work from home, so I don't have to worry about that. But I do go to the barn. I kind of have no choice on top of the fact that it's really quarantine safe, but I have to care for my horses every day, so it's just part of it. So during this whole quarantine thing, I have realized how much money that I spend on piddly things, you know, things that you're in the store buying one thing that you need and then you see something else and you're like, oh, it's not that expensive, I'll just, you know, or if you're out and about and you're like, you know what, I'm really thirsty, I'm gonna drive through McDonald's and get a tea or something like that. Just how much money I have spent in that regard. And so I've been saving money. And the cool thing about that is I have been saving money for things that I want, that I've wanted, but said I just don't have enough money for. And the reason I didn't have enough money was because I was spending it on piddly things. So I have bought a few things recently that weren't just piddly things. They were things I really wanted, but I finally had the money to actually do. So that was nice. And plus, a lot of these places are like small businesses and things like that. And so I really like most of the stuff from small businesses. There's a boutique that I buy from a lot. She's a small business owner. And then there is a tack shop, a tack maker who does leather work that I've been buying some stuff from. And she is a small business owner as well. So, you know, during this time, it's really hard for them as well, and so I'm just trying to, you know, look at it as a way to also help other people. Plus, one of them is doing well enough where part of the proceeds actually have been going towards helping other people and going towards Feed America and stuff like that. One thing that I am trying to do while I am quarantined is I ordered a rope, a beginner's rope, okay? And I'm going to teach myself roping. I am currently learning barrel racing, and I just thought I really would like to learn how to rope. I think that would be fun, and I think it would be something that when I get to a place where I can compete, that if I go to a rodeo, I can enter more than one competition. So I'm teaching myself, because you can teach yourself. You got to learn all the skills, you know. You don't have to be on a horse to learn all the basics. So once that comes in, I will be teaching myself how to rope. So it's really cool. It's really been a cool opportunity. Also, I just want to mention that during this time, it is very important to look at it in a good perspective. I know that there's a lot of horrible things going on. Some of you may be laid off. But I've read a lot of things talking about perspective, about, these kids who have been going to public school all this time, doing a lot of sports. They're now finally in a place where they can slow down and enjoy their families, eat at home together at the table, have conversation. And it's just a really great opportunity. One thing that we've really enjoyed is that every meal we are together, and we've been eating it here, and it's been good food that Mom has made. And that's just actually been a really cool thing, on top of the fact that I feel like a lot of times that we think that the world is running at 90 miles an hour and leaving us in the dust. And for the first time ever, we all get this opportunity where the entire world is actually pretty much on pause. And we get to catch up with it in a lot of ways. And so, it's really a blessing. I've been praying a lot, asking the Lord to give me peace and help me not to be afraid, because I know that we all have that tendency, especially when you read about people who are talking about what they've experienced with the coronavirus and just how many people are dying and how contagious it is. And I've just been praying about the Lord giving me peace, and it's been really great. And He's just given me a lot of opportunity to be like, hey, this is your chance to really have a positive perspective, and also just to share some positive perspectives with you guys. Another thing that I've been doing is our dad gave us some books that we have been challenged to read, and I was like, okay, I'll read it. But really reading it, it's been really cool to see, because they're these books that talk about how to win friends and influence people and the power of thinking big, and it's been really good, and it's really started to kind of change my perspective in some of the ways that I think. I can't promise I'm perfect, okay? That's just, I try, but nobody's perfect. But I am starting to apply these principles to my everyday life. One verse that I would recommend if anybody is panicky and is a little bit fearful, Psalms 91, the entire chapter. It is really, really, really good. I mean, here's the thing, guys. I'm a Christian, and it's funny because at first I was kind of fearful of this, but as I've prayed and as I've really talked to my mom and talked about perspective and realized what opportunity this is, the more that I have just been at peace, and it's really just grown me. And I'm telling you guys, in a world, in a time where there's a lot of hopelessness seemingly, there is always hope. Always. And it is always in Jesus. And it's just, I just have peace. It's really crazy, because even in death, even if I were to die tomorrow, I just have peace. And that is just not something that you find much anymore. It's one of those things that you really, truly can be afraid of. And I can't tell you that I'm peaceful all the time, but it really does give you a different perspective on this whole situation. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video of the quarantine. Maybe I will start doing some more videos more frequently now that I am going to be stuck at home in the barn. I'm hoping that once I get my rope in, maybe I'll do some video of me learning, and you can watch the progression. I'll maybe do a daily watch me learn this, and you can see how I fail and or succeed. But we'll see how that goes. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also be brave, and wash your hands, okay? Please wash your hands, and please stay home. It's very important. Bye, guys.